Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where today, sadly, we are not building in the shadow of a giant skull. I know nobody's as disappointed about this as I am, but I am really disappointed about it. We are, however, building in the gap between these spark dew crystals, which are going to give us 6 impatience for free. Lucky us! And a watchtower that's going to make it so that discovering glades does not increase our hostility, which is actually pretty rad, and means that we probably will do a lot of sort of like turbo glade opening at the beginning. Also, we're going to get 22 artifacts from doing this, which is great because we are criminally low on artifacts. So let's move up to here, into the settlement of. This is like ice crystals or something, right? It's cold themed. No, spark dew. That's right. This is frost. Okay, spark dew crystals. What if it was called Spark Dew Valley? You know, in between the two things. Gosh, what a good name for a video game. All right, what are we doing here caravan-wise? We probably don't really need to start with dyes. 5 amber to start with would let you do an extra reroll on some of your early blueprints, I guess. Honestly, these are not super different. I guess the one thing that's nice about the beaver and lizard one is that you start with some materials that can make fabric. But also, I kind of want to leave room for, leave as much room as possible for the foxes to show up, just because variety, you know? So maybe we go this way. Or humans. Do I like humans or harpies more? I guess let's go humans. The 5 extra amber is nice. It's less food to start with, but we'll figure it out. And I said that last time, and it didn't really happen. I kind of think we're going to start with the extra food this time. I'm not trying to make so many planks right away, and I'm a little nervous about the resource issues that we saw in the last episode. So let's talk about our additional effects. We have 6 extra impatience. We have that. After using bait 150 times in your fishing huts, you'll unlock the ability to sacrifice algae in the hearth. Oh, right, because this is that coastal biome. Shoot, right, yeah, I forgot. Okay, cool. This really looks like a woolly mammoth to me, right? If you imagine like its fur is yellow. It's got the trunk hanging down here, and then I don't know. Yeah, that'll be cool. We haven't done one of those in a bit. So, funding lots of early expeditions seems really important on these maps. How are the mysteries here? Buildings that use fertile soil produce 50% more goods during drizzle. Crops planted during drizzle yield 50% more. Pretty rad. Looming darkness, of course. Okay, anybody who's not housed from Hostility 2 is gonna die during the storm. From Hostility 3, recipes producing building materials yield 50% fewer goods during the storm. That sucks. Favoring is unavailable while the hearth is being corrupted. So that's any time that we have open blight cysts. So that's interesting. That's definitely going to be the case at the beginning of the storm. If we manage to keep our corruption under control, hopefully our firefighters will burn out the cysts during the beginning of the storm, and then by the later part of the storm, which is when we usually use favoring, hopefully it'll be available again. And if we get to 4, villagers that die during the storm turn into blood flowers. Okay, overall, I don't think this is such a rough set as long as we make sure everybody's housed. Okay, humans and a single beaver. Got some berry bushes to start with, and some roots, and some reed field. Okay, not too bad. And yeah, let's just rip open a couple of glades right away. Do we want to hit a dangerous glade super fast? So we could cut left. We also could cut this way. Maybe this dangerous glade, actually, so that we're working toward a forbidden. I kind of like that idea, honestly. So let's set up a woodcutter's camp over here. operated by the one beaver. Humans get bonuses at the forager camp, right? Not the herbalist camp. So we'll have this be the first food building that we put up. And that's that is a proficiency bonus. Roots are useful, just kind of broadly anyway. We'll do some harvesting, and this is going to be like most of our people here, right? Yeah. Do we want to maybe... I'm going to actually not fully assign on that. We'll get there, but I want to have a couple of people around to build stuff for a minute. So, human housing requires bricks, which we don't have any of right now. And we don't have any resources that go into bricks. We have the stone that we brought with us. So, I'm a little worried about that. Let's get a crude workstation up. And maybe we should do some basic shelters for the moment. Just put up 3 basic shelters and then worry about specializing things later. Just do this for the what do you call it? For the core resolve. Okay. This is way too much space devoted to roads. I don't know, maybe. I would love to... Must supply both the water strider and its rider with food. Did they change the way this works? This doesn't... Huh. Okay, yeah. Well, we are unfortunately not going to be able to feed the strider just yet. We're going to have to find some... find a fishing pond somewhere. Oh, I should probably give y'all some chopping directions. Okay, it's interesting. Well, I guess we're all just like standing around waiting for more wood to come back, right? 3 clay per minute might be a thing for us. As much as it's not like a fantastic amount of clay, but it is really nice. This is going to provide us with a baseline of, some bricks per year. We may well need it. And early orders... Easy trade multiplier versus deliver 35 wood. This gives us fuel and reinforced saw blades. We can't get this until we start producing packs, but I think, I think we should take this. The reward's pretty good. Build your trading post, deliver 10 amber to get some biscuits and, some good stuff. Or build a geyser pump. We don't know for sure that we will be able to do that. And we're going to build the trader. And then eggs or, we don't have to wait to turn in the eggs. So we get 2 more people in and start figuring things out a little bit more. I think let's just do this and immediately hit it. Also, I should probably pop this up. So we do need to now build 1 additional shelter for our initial shelter scheme. Yeah. Okay. And we found ourselves a fishing pond. Also coal veins and clay deposit, which is great. Great news. A lot of good stuff here. So let's get the fishing pond, the fishing hut up first, I think. I'm going to want stone cutters as well. That doesn't leave a lot of room to build the trading post. And I think we will assign some fisher folk immediately. Doesn't need to be maxed out. Do I want to just start like digging into the area back here? Do we want to just reveal this immediately? It's maybe a little bit scary to do right away. Okay, I probably shouldn't have had them build this before finishing the shelters, right? The storm is fast approaching, but these are the two sort of like the hardiest factions as far as early resolve goes, so they weren't super likely to freak out during the storm anyway. Once we have this resolved, though, I think maybe we do just punch through here nice and early, try to figure out our... we're not low on fuel, we're fine. Okay, housing for everybody right as the storm hits, and yeah, we're doing good. All right. Dig in, show me this. Let's see if we can figure out what kind of improved gathering buildings we might need. And we have a small destroyed caravan. Okay, so large clay deposit, large thunderfish pond. Okay, doesn't seem all that different from the pond we're working now. Got a geyser, a couple of these. Yeah, overall pretty pretty basic stuff. So to loot this would actually not give us all that much value, right? The porridge is like fine. Berries are just food. Eventually we might need the barrels. I think we'll definitely take loot over send to the Citadel. And I guess there's not a super strong reason for us to delay on this, because we don't have any building queued up right now. And our resolve is fine. Yeah, I guess let's just get it going. But okay, so we would like the grown-up fishing hut, please. Vegetables and grain from the small farm. Like, we are in a position to benefit from biscuits again. Yeah, and grain also turns into alcohol, right? Like, I think small farm makes sense. The ale can be produced. We'll have to come up with some kind of container, but I don't think a brewery is a bad call early on. Carpenter's nice, but we have a couple of different buildings that can make tools. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the brewery early on. The large herbalist camp is like okay. Is the game audio a little higher than usual? It feels a little higher than usual. I'm gonna nudge it. Oh, just a little bit. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to click through that though. We can pick up the bakery. Bakery makes pottery, and we do have clay. Yeah, we have access to the rain mill right now, and efficient flour recipes are nice, but the bakery is a very efficient, I think a very efficient pick for us overall. Okay, no improved fishing offered to us yet. Should we spend a reroll for it maybe? Like, I don't necessarily think any of these are super great. I'm gonna spend our free reroll. Monastery's not bad. We are less likely to need scrolls here. Although it's hard to know, obviously, prior to knowing what our third species is. But the provisioner is kind of like good and generally useful. And this has an efficient pack of provisions recipe. You know what? Yeah, let's take that. Okay, so that's some stuff to do early on. We probably don't want to mess around with stuff too much until we get more people in. Now that we have done this, I probably do want to, first of all, actually build my trading post. And secondly, we can just like throw it in the corner over here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And secondly, probably open up some more small glades, right? We can just kind of hack this whole space apart. So for right now, where can I put you where you're not like totally disrupting everybody else's stuff? I think the workers can walk through the building enough that like this won't break people going to work, I think. All right. Yeah, okay, people can just walk through a gathering building. What am I doing? Take the cornerstone first. Consumption control is disabled. It's kind of annoying. Wood production is increased, but harvesting and planting are slower. Family gratitude's probably not a winner, so... I mean, consumption control is disabled. Is not all that meaningful, I think. We don't even use it every settlement. I'm going to go ahead and take without restrictions. Just higher yields, or a chance for higher yields all the time. I think is pretty good. This is... I think this has to be the left one, right? For the fuel. The coal will be nice. Okay, and then we have some algae now. We have some roots. We could step these numbers up. How many? We have 27 roots and 33 algae. So we could go like really deep and just try to pull a rare chest right away. And if you could bring me back a blueprint that's like... Honestly, resource gathering's pretty good. There's a 1 in 4 chance it'll get us the fishing hut. Yeah, do that for me. Sorry, gotta assign a person to that. I guess we can assign both of these people. We're not building anything right at this moment. Let's just make sure all those resources get delivered because it is going to be a few trips. And then we can start talking about refining resources and building good housing. Okay. Good luck, little Strider. Bring me back something rad. Deliver 70 drizzle water requires us to have 2 containers. The rewards are significant, though. Or deliver ale gets us more efficient pottery and some other stuff. Turn bricks into pottery, back into bricks. You know, maybe we'll go for this. I'm going to try to get our leisure thing going. Discover 2 glades within 180 seconds. We haven't actually opened up either of those small glades right now, have we? Just yet? 10 extra tools would be pretty fucking cool. So let me try to tighten up these paths a little bit. Okay, and here's Sahilda. I don't know why I'm even looking. There's no way I'm going to have enough money to trade for anything. I guess we can always sell wildfire essence and stuff in the early game. I do need to make 5 amber to turn in a quest, don't I? So if I could get 5 amber from you, that would be fantastic. And since we're pulling clay already, we could probably just, honestly, sell 5 amber worth of clay. That's no big deal at all. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's turn in that quest. We can't turn off consumption of the biscuits. I would like to hold them until later under ordinary circumstances, but is what it is. Let's not pick a blueprint until the Strider comes back, I think. Because it may give us the blueprint that we're looking for, and then we could just pick something else. And this Harvester's Camp has run out and is going to remain out. Y'all are now gathering clay. But thanks for your hard work.
Yeah.
Okay. And over here, like I said, I think it's time to start producing stuff. So, yeah, fabric and planks, and I would prefer that we use the clay. I wish there was a better way to set, like, prioritization. Okay. So with that, we can start setting up proper housing. It'd be easier to start with the beavers, of course. It's a little bit of a shame because of how incredibly expensive those buildings are. All right, so we have now 3 minutes to get this shit open. And I imagine they'll focus, right? We got a rain punk drill here. Where is that? Oh, it's completely covered by the thing. Okay. And berries and a drizzle water geyser and some insects. Cool. Okay, what are we looking at here? If we fix this up, it will spawn some copper ore veins nearby. Or we could just break it down and get some copper bars. I mean, I'm just going to use the copper ore to spawn copper. Yeah, and like this, we'd have to do this with stuff we actually care about, materials we actually care about. This is why we like to bring early stone, is because there's so many things that rely on early stone. I think we're just going to break that down. As soon as these two are done pulling the resources back, that'll be their job. Are the woodcutters able to reach... Ugh, none of them are cutting anything right now. That's really annoying. Y'all, I need focus. Can I move this? This might just have to get bumped to the side. They were all just running wood back home instead of chopping more. Okay, there we go. Another drizzle geyser. Okay. Reed field, root deposit. Overall, not bad. Overall, not bad at all. 3 more people makes my life a lot easier. We'll just assign 2 of those people to disassembly of this thing immediately. And once we get those 2 beaver houses up, we will have enough housing for everybody. Although, of course, we need another beaver house. There's the door. I knew it was over there somewhere. Okay, so what do we want you working on right now? I probably just want... Here, we can pull this out of the contested clearing. Maybe just like open up this space right now. Give me a little bit of room to work with behind the hearth. Speaking of which, the hearth could be leveled up. Get ourselves a little bit of resolve protection. We're actually not super far off of the blue threshold for our humans. Yeah, I'll just build like a park over here. We're only on 16 people right now, which I think is the threshold for the next level, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and put up the stuff for the next level. It'll take a little while to have the planks open for the garden, which is just a little bit of a shame. We can get that first level right away. Okay, here we go. Strider friend, show me something rad. We got an uncommon chest. The design for the trapper's camp, which is, you know, that's something. That chest was full of advanced leatherworking. Okay, honestly, overall, pretty bad result, if I do say so myself. Looks like we can't really afford to juice this one up too much. We're a little short on algae, but... Yeah, just run that stuff out there. Let's keep it rolling. And with that, it was the fishing hut. What's the one that we wanted? I don't hate just taking a carpenter, like tool production. Always good. All right, let's think about the provisioner, I think. We want to get some trade routes running. We want to have the ability to produce flour. Provisioner makes sense. Although I guess the housing is probably more important. You know what? Yeah, work on the housing first. Get all those boards in there. Then we can worry about all the other stuff I've decided on here. We're still hostility 0. So we don't need to worry too much about the fact that housing is not in a great place. This thing is going to be just spinning constantly for a very long time. We have enough tools to send one of these back right now. Do I have enough stone left? We do not have enough stone left to break one open. Okay. Were I to send one back, it would probably, if I were to keep one and break it open rather, it would probably be this one with its fancy goods. So do I just want to send stuff back right now? I guess I'm not, there's not really a good reason to hurry. Glade events go faster. Okay. Hostility being lowered by 15 points every time we interact with a cache is interesting. Or we could just reroll these. Look for something a little bit more exciting. Yeah. Okay, peasant supplies obviously does some work for us as far as getting our trade routes going. I do like peasant supplies an awful lot. We're still going to build the provisioner because obviously we need the flour. And let's get our first set of peasant supplies. And yeah, I think this is a pretty obvious winner. All right, we're going to need a lot of human houses eventually. We need a trade route with a multiplier of 2. What am I willing to sell? Yeah, I'll sell 34 clay for 10 amber. That seems fine. Alright, so when that comes back, we've got another finished order there. Got ourselves an expedition. Another green chest. Okay. Resources for later. We're not doing super well here, as far as yeah, I'll give you some fish, and then we're gonna need upgraded foods for the next time. Okay, so that's gonna take a second. We're not doing so well here as far as fertile ground goes right now, so we probably need to be looking towards opening another resource somewhere, or another glade rather. Words. I think we're probably still a little bit early in our construction for hitting this forbidden glade. But I might want to break open another dangerous one. We will probably be able to handle whatever it is we unearth here. Oh my god, the plank production. Now, we did pick up the carpenter, which allows us to produce planks more efficiently. Probably build that, like, right away. And for the moment, we're handling our food. We're hanging tough on that. We can get more, we can get more stuff for fabric production if we need to. Okay. Now we will actually be accessing this. But yeah, a lot of what we're doing right now is just like waiting for those planks. Alright, new orders. 5 trade routes worth at least 11 amber each. That's bananas for not very good rewards. This one's way more doable and the payout's better. It's a weird combination. Discover 2 dangerous or forbidden glades within 210 seconds of each other, or hit that need for luxury 50 times. What is this? Workers who are assigned to a workplace that gives them comfort receive 2 extra resolve. I mean, that's fine. I think I'm going to take this one because it's something we can actually do. Alright, well, a blood flower is annoying. There's also a haunted leather worker. But yeah, let's deal with this. This one's very straightforward. Alright, unfortunately, there goes a bunch of my food. And now we need to open up another glade, another dangerous or forbidden glade very quickly. I guess I thought we had another dangerous glade closer. We did get the... we got the option for the design for the small herbalist camp. I didn't actually take it. Right. We do have a farm here, though. Which is excellent news. And encampments for more people. We could get some harpies. Alright, hopefully... Yeah, they'll figure it out. So we might have to go after this. This might be the only one we can get to fast enough. I guess the difference, like these trees, it's not that different from going into those trees. That's definitely more... Yeah, part of me definitely wants to go for the Forbidden Glade. It's just I'm very worried about getting into a position where we desperately need the higher tier, like the luxury resources or something, and we can't produce them. But I do love opening up Forbidden Glades. Oh, actually, sorry, it's not dangerous. It's they can't both. They both have to be the same type. It looks like. I had assumed they each could be either, but so it's just gonna have to be this one. Y'all are just gonna have to be efficient. You know how good my workers are at that. Okay, hopefully... Oh, my fishing hut's idle. Hold on. I guess we actually only have the large pond, so... Come over here for a moment. We'll unassign you from the building. You two are working this farm. Stonecutter's camp also ran out, but it has lots of stuff to gather yet. I guess I probably don't want this fishing hut right here. Let's put it down like this, because we want to build the path here just like I will cut that tree down later. All right, we do not have a ton of time on this. I'm a little nervous. Okay, we got a couple of offers here. Unfortunately, neither of these are going to be able to scale up to being worth 8 amber because we just don't have enough of the goods that they're composed of. Farlough has arrived a little bit before I would have liked. It would be great to be actually getting through, like, to be able to see what's in this clearing, challenge-wise, before Farlough leaves. Because we might want to buy stuff from him, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, yep. Improve the saw blades. That's very important. Yeah, he's going to leave before we can tell. All right, well, do we want to grab anything from him? Building materials, maybe? Just to accelerate some of our stuff here. He doesn't have bricks, which is a little bit of a shame. I guess we're okay on bricks. We are completely out of planks. I will give you... Give me... Okay, I was going to say give me 11 amber worth of wood, but it turns out he doesn't even have that much. I'll give you these and also like a little bit of... Yeah, some reeds, sure. Okay, that's going to make things a little bit easier on us. Are they not able to reach these trees? Oh my god, they're not gonna... They're spending so much time running back and forth. Why? There is no way they need to run back and forth that much. They were like getting one charge off of a tree and then abandoning everything. That's very annoying behavior. Okay, so I was about to say, so before we get this open, we should prep another glade, right? But they did, of course, finally do it. The instant it was no longer a good idea, they did it. You gotta admire that level of focus. A hidden traitor cemetery. Interesting. Cemetery full of traitors killed by desperate viceroys. Okay, the penalties here are not like too harsh. We can report this to the crown with amber and provision packs. We can just burn the thing down in secret. We certainly have the oil. Get 40 hostility every 60 seconds. Does it go away afterward? Because it doesn't say that the hostility is temporary. The rewards from it would be nice. I really don't want to have to do this. This sucks. But if this would cause us to gain, you know, 120 hostility or whatever, that's actually like, that's pretty bad. I think I am going to go for it because this is just like an unreasonable amount of amber for us to generate right now. It won't be any more once we have these chests of ancient tablets. And we have a place where we can benefit from our large trapper camp now, which I do like. Alright, so if we were going to have a chance of doing this, we would have to move the woodcutter's camp, like, to here? And going like this? They're not so terribly far from the warehouse. Okay, so we have a carpenter finished. We don't actually have all that much metal. But I definitely want to run the plank recipe out of here. And I guess, yeah, let's just make that not your responsibility anymore. Y'all can continue working on other stuff. Alright, so we already got people assigned to this. We're on it as hard as we can be. Can I throw a quick assignment on this too? It might be better not to, actually, for the moment. We don't have all that many people to spare. Oh, you know, part of the problem is we have a lot of humans assigned to this task.
See.
That's right, because we started with only one beaver. The contents of each of glades will be revealed, but each discovered glade increases in patience. I think that's a really bad idea for us to take this time. I might just go for rich glades on this one. I guess cooking steam is... We do need to build rain collectors. We need to do a lot of things. I'm just going to take rich glades. Rich glades doesn't require any particular investment in order to be effective, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like it took them such a long time to even run over and start chopping that there's no way we're going to get this. And harpies it is, it looks like. Well, then I'm glad that we are on the grain train. Yeah, they're not going to get this done in time. Yeah, they do one chop each and then run back to the city center. All right, don't bother. Hasty Explorer is just not going to be doable with only one woodcutter's camp. We have to coordinate two different ones because my people are too incompetent. Okay, let's set up some more housing. Try to keep the beavers happy. Easy enough to do the harpies as well. It is nice that we have all this space out to the beach. It's not really like appropriate for much else. And then we're going to have to start building human housing as well. But we'll get there. We can move this over to here, I guess. Need to keep our eyes on the trade routes. Make trades that are worth 8 amber wherever we can. I do not have any tea. We have fish scales, but not enough to level this up. We have jerky. We have a little bit of incense. So we could do triple on this and get over 9 amber. Do we want to use the incense for anything? No, I don't think we have any like immediate need for it. Oh, wait, did we have a haunted building? Or was that something we saw at the end of the last one? I'm mixing things up a little bit here. We do not have a haunted building. We have a haunted building. Never mind. It's a haunted leather worker. I mean, do we need this? I'm honestly not sure. If we did need it, we could just hit it with oil anyway. This cookhouse is kind of like whatever. A lot of stuff that's kind of whatever. Sorry, I'm getting all distracted. I'm like bouncing from thing to thing very rapidly here. All right. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's get our orders kind of in order here. So which one of these buckets is our parts in? Okay, we have 11 parts left. So we could set up a second woodcutter's hut to try to make Hasty Explorer actually doable. I do think we can sell, moving down to profitable trade, I do think it's okay for us to sell our incense. Let's go ahead and do that. And I guess there's a question of like, do I want to just make it 2 forbiddens? Because we could, right? We could start chopping through prep and then just break them both open at the same time. There's danger, obviously, but I think that might be okay, actually. Do we want to take one of these? I kind of don't. Let's hold off until the trade route comes back. We'll just take a reroll on that. Okay, and we're already pushing reputation a little bit. We're managing to keep the Queen's impatience more or less at bay. So we still need some kind of foodstuff for the Strider. And we don't really have the ability to do the thing that it wants, unfortunately. I guess y'all may as well make tools, like as many as you can. Yeah, but if we were to say, crack open this thing instead of sending it home, well, no, it doesn't. The Strider doesn't want tea. It's skewers or porridge. We do have a brewery where we could make the porridge. I don't know that there's a lot of utility in making this just yet, though. Like, producing the ale without having a place to spend it is... We do need to stockpile a little bit for happy brewing. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like a good use of our people and time at the moment. Speaking of which, we really do just need, like, a lot more people. Because we're not even working on any glade events anymore, right? Oh no, we still have 2 people assigned to this one. Yeah. Alright. Let's put that second woodcutter camp together and begin the process of digging this, like, tunnel to the Forbidden Glade over here. Do we have anywhere else around here that beavers are assigned that they don't need to be beavers? This could be a human. The woodcutters camp obviously is a place where we want beavers. Carpenter is a place where we want them as well. Okay, so this is just going to be somebody else. Actually, you know what? Now that we have a harpy available, I'm going to put the harpy on hearth duty. Because that harpy bonus is really nice. Get beaver resolved to 30. Do I think I can manage that? I really don't love 20 packs of building materials. Even though the rewards here are pretty good. By the time we would be turning this in, you would hope that the thing would basically be over. But if we're gonna hit leisure, we already have all their housing bonuses in place. I don't know. It's really hard to get them up to 30. We'd have to gain 9 more steady points from where we're at right now and be favoring them. which is, it's not undoable, but I don't think it's likely. All right, yeah, that's going. So we have gotten our reroll money. It's interesting to be offered two buildings that can fulfill our... Oh, well, actually, I was going to say two buildings that can fulfill our education need. But sorry, they both have religion, not education. So one education and two places that make scrolls. I think we're going to grab... I mean, I'm certainly not going to do the religion. You hope to pull the tavern, right? But you can't guarantee that the tavern will work. The green brew is still pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to take the monastery. This is going to be our leisure building. I don't want to try to wait for the tavern and then have it never show up, and you know, these sorts of things happen sometimes. I'll put that right there to get the level up prepped. Yeah, and we just have the materials to put it together right now. I don't know that we do actually want to put people into it. Well, I guess we have 5 free hands. Oh, right. I'm not allowed to consumption control. Well, it doesn't matter. We won't do that anyway. I sold all of our incense. All right. What else do we want to work with? We have enough. Actually, we don't have enough oil to get this up to 8. 26 clay out of our stock of about 1 billion clay for more than 8 amber by itself. That seems like a winner. That's 3 of 4. All right, food supplies are a little weak. We have a trapper's camp up here, but it's not actually being operated at the moment, and it's really far away from everything. I think I'm gonna move it down to here. We're gonna get more people and put somebody to work on it. 5 dye for every 10 insects produced. That's pretty cool, and it helps with our helps with the scrolls that we would like to produce someday, eventually. All right, so Hilda, what do you have for us? You have the large herbalist camp, which is actually a thing we would like. So, I probably am just selling ancient tablets, right? We're unlikely to need 5 of them for goals. So we do that, and then we pick up also... What else? What else do we need? We have bricks. We're still short planks. Like, we have no planks in the bank and 12 wood. But she doesn't have any either. I guess... No, I don't know. No, it doesn't really matter. All of your raw food stuff is like incredibly expensive. The flour's not all that much. And we'll make use of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel good about that. And then we can come down here and get these berries. This actually feels very familiar. Like super huge quantities of berry bushes down on this side of the settlement. Okay, we're getting a fair amount of reputation here just through Harpy Resolve, and I think we can favor them and try to push that even harder. I am inclined to take more people. Although I suppose our food is not exactly holding steady right now. Maybe I should be more wary of that. Yeah, I guess we'll put this down here. And then at some point, we're going to want to actually start building human houses as well. Probably that point. Yeah, that point could be now. I don't think there's any particular reason that it can't be now. Okay. Let's let some of that stuff get constructed. Our Stonecutter's camp has run out of things to do again. This time for real. Okay. Let's get the other woodcutter, which I seem to have lost. All right, up to here. I'm going to be like, just to get real close. Get real close to coming in here. Don't actually come in here yet. Alright, they both have some version of that order. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going okay, I guess. Alright, now we just need to actually be producing our ale. Let's get these human houses up, see how things are looking. Okay, we are at no people homeless, which is good. So we should probably get our brewery online. Start producing the ale because we're gonna have the service need available here. And then I'm also going to need my bakery, which I guess can just go up here next to that. We probably don't need to produce these. We have acquired a weirdly large number of containers. And yeah, I guess just make it from the grain, I suppose. Is that really the grain income from just a single? I guess I don't have anybody making flour yet. I was going to be like, it seems crazy to me that it could possibly be producing that amount of, you know, funding the flour production and the other thing, but I guess it wasn't. All right, can I mark this stuff? Kind of. I think they'll be able to dig through there. And by dig, of course, I mean chop. All right, let's get these open. I think this one, breaking this tree coming down, will open up the glade. And then we're going to be in a real flurry to resolve some dangerous events. Of course it won't. Fun. What fun. I guess maybe don't do this just yet. I guess focus over here or something. Nope, that was a person running over to cut down that tree well after I had unhighlighted it. All right, we're gonna have these guys try to provide backup. Like, what if we had another angle going? Okay, this is a fishman outpost. Not good for us. We have a little bit of time to deal with them. Wow. Sneak into town and poison the food supply. A 25% chance of death after eating. Pretty bad news. We have a crazy amount of tools, so we could just hunt them down. They'll destroy food in our warehouse, but we don't have any, so joke's on them. Or we could bribe them into being chill with lots and lots and lots of goods to receive some salvaging tools, which are fine. It's got to be this, right? This is a fine use for 10 tools. And it sucks that that's, you know, we're moving into storm time. But, I mean, I don't think we really have a choice here. We gotta get rid of them. Come on, please. One of you actually just do the thing. We have 2 minutes left. There we go. Okay, we can move this through. There we go. They definitely have the range necessary to break into the clearing now. And of course they all leave. This seems like the best time to not continue working. Come on. There we go. Jesus. That was so much work. Okay, we do desperately need the reputation. We need to peel back the Queen's impatience a little bit. It's getting kind of ugly. Okay, we have an herbalist camp over here. We have a big scary dinosaur. A fishman soothsayer. As well as some large ponds. Get our fishing hut upgrade hopefully soon. Some more clay and just like so many caches. Okay, an old wandering soothsayer teeming with magic. He does not speak, though you can hear his voice. His eyes are blank, yet you can feel his gaze. This is a dinosaur. You can't fool me. This is a dinosaur. He doesn't speak because he's a dinosaur. All right, so we have the option of capturing him. Every time 10 complex food, clothing, or service needs are fulfilled, 2 random villagers are killed. Okay. Well, we could oh no, I can't turn stuff off, right? We don't have control over that. So we could send people up for the capture, and obviously getting more grace from the Queen pulls back the impatience. We could instead use him for prophecy with the oil. Hostilities increased by 100% by 100 for every scout in your settlement. That's unfortunate because he's going to overlap with the other event. So we're probably looking at like 400 hostility here. We're actually at very low hostility, though, still very low base. We would get to push back all of the negative forest mysteries and get a bunch of food and stuff. I mean, I kind of feel like we need the capture. This is gonna kill a bunch of our population. But I guess we don't have that many things running. It's just the leisure. I'm doing it. Let's commit. Go get him. And I will turn off the production of ale. We can't tell them to stop drinking it, but we can tell them to stop making it. Actually, you two, just do other stuff for a while. Alright, we're maintaining blue resolve even into the storm, which is pretty rad. It is true that there is no food right now. That's a problem. So we're working on it. Okay, we definitely want to draw these two forester camps back here. They don't need to be carving so far away from home. Alright, focus on that stuff, and this stuff just kind of stay nearby. Get me resources. After we get these two events done... Oh dear. We fulfilled too many goods, or too many, what do you call it? Too many needs. I tried to stop them, but they love their leisure so much. After we work these two down, we can look at popping caches open to give us some more reputation, peel back the impatience a little bit more. Okay, love to see orange rarity. Impatience grows slower every time you finish a trade route. Probably actually very good. Yeah, our hostility is already super low. I'm going to take this and we're going to make sure that we are continuing to run trade. We can definitely get this over 8. Okay, so that'll buy us some slower impatience growth and the 4th trade route for profitable trade. That's fantastic. In a second here, we're going to be allowed to take in some more newcomers. Don't know. I don't know where I'm at on this. I guess this group is a little bit more like, do we need reeds? We don't have that many, but we're also not really like using them all that much. I guess we'll take the one that has more reeds. I think we're gonna get through this without any more deaths. Still no access to the fishing hut. Coats obviously would be very good. Hard to turn down the clothier with this group of species. We're still not producing any of the things that we need for this. My feeling is that we're probably looking to just buy them when the time comes. And when the time comes, I mean when the next trader comes. Vliss Greybone. She does not have food listed here. Luxury items might include some of the complex foods, but probably not. My guess is probably not. Alright, so we'll mail a dinosaur back home. Why do we have so many packs of provisions? Hold on a second. I didn't put a limit... Oh no, everybody. I'm a big idiot. We probably, honestly, only produce packs from here when we're, like, very low. We're getting so many from pulling townsfolk in. New townsfolk. Yeah, I just didn't put limits on any of this stuff. Okay, we probably don't ever need to have more than, like, 30 flour on hand at any one time, either. Where's the fucking... Yeah, the bakery's not even running. Oh, my God. I got distracted by something, and I've put myself in a terrible position now. Not terrible, but, you know, not ideal. Alright, we're not desperate for pottery. Definitely make biscuits and... Yeah, just all this stuff. Make biscuits and pie as supplies allow. Just, yeah, again, like... But not too much. Let's have a little bit of sense about it, shall we? Okay. All right, and then we're going to turn ale production back on because, like, we're pretty close to the end of this. Yeah. We are, however, starting to look pretty hungry. So So he's just gonna stand there until we take all his amber, I guess. Okay. Well, there's ale and stuff. There's things available. A clever invention that makes it easier to dry clothes. Time between breaks is increased by 10% for villagers with coats fulfilled. That's actually pretty okay for us, I think. Obviously, so's this. We could buy more tools. We have a lot of tools. How many points of reputation do we still need? Like 6? We're gonna get one here. It's not impossible for us to hit Happy Brewing. But, you know, we are using ale to provide the service needs, so like it's a little tricky. But I could buy 35 ale right now and we could just hit the button. Yeah, I think I am going to take just like everybody runs faster. I'm going to give you some of my packs of provisions. My embarrassingly large supply of packs of provisions. And do we want anything else from her right away? I mean, I guess there's not really a good reason, given how much money we have, which is to say how many packs of provisions we have, not to buy out her, like, supplies of this stuff if we can. Coats are so valuable. Like, I will gladly put all my amber on the table. And then we can get the rest of the way there with packs of provisions because I accidentally had them build a billion. Yeah, and then we still have 14. Okay, so we do that and we just immediately... The game wasn't paused. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for them to put this stuff back. There we go. And we're just gonna press this button right now. We're gonna get rewards that aren't actually useful, but a point of reputation that is awfully useful. All right, this trader camp can be moved now. We have so many sources of insects. I mean, is it time to just start pulling from here? My only concern about this is that it's like 1,000,000 miles away from... it's 1,000,000 miles away from the warehouse. But I don't know, there's a lot we could do about that. Somebody's got to run the distance. Okay. Good luck with that there, friend. And we are still pulling reputation from Resolve. We've had those guys dropping reputation this whole time. Alright, so I think we can start just hitting a bunch of these. Like, I think we're basically done. It doesn't look like we're done, but I think we're basically done. And a lot of it comes down to just the huge number of raw caches that we've discovered. Why don't you guys open this one as well? There's lots of other stuff going on, but I don't think we have to engage with it. So we need 4 more points. Right now we are pushing super hard. Wow, we actually did get the beavers over 31 while someone else is favored. That's wild. I will never be allowed to have my fish upgrade. Ugh, terrible. It's fine. We don't need it. At this point, we don't need it. So I have 10 more tools available. We can do one more of those. Yeah, one more of these. And then, yeah, just like build some packs of building materials. Or apparently I have these that I just didn't do them. Complete 12 trade routes. 12 is a lot from this point in the game. I believe we're out of stone, right? I'm not going to complete 12 more trade routes. That's definitely not occurring. And then this is just very annoying. It's just very annoying. Travel rations we absolutely could do with the way we get packs of provisions in for free. I think, yeah, that could absolutely happen. And in fact, we could take the limiter back off of the provision station. Yeah, don't make more than like 35 of these. We're low on food. It's fine. Also, did we ever build our... We did. Okay, so if we get... Yeah, if we have tool materials, we will build tools. Okay, so we got 2 of those run already. Yeah, as soon as we... This is what I was saying. Like, we had a lot of potential reputation that was unspent. We have tools coming in from that in theory if we ever... We could just buy stone from somebody, probably, is what's going to end up happening. 1 additional active trade route slot. I don't know. Generous gifts, I suppose. Okay, let's unfavor you because you're no longer hitting the blue line. So we just need 1 more point to come from somewhere. Okay, 4 tools and 18 stone. That's very helpful. So yeah, we have 18 stone. Let me, first things first, go to the workstation, turn off stone usage. And let's replace, can I just build stone road right over this? Yeah. It would be rad if this was all stone. No, that's not. I just deleted a space of coal vein. Okay, yeah, that's all coal. I don't think we actually have any stone anywhere. Right, yeah, we have some clay over here. But we have not discovered any stone deposits. Okay, the other thing to do, I suppose, while we're waiting for other things to sort of come around, is just open up another glade. What are the break open resources? Okay, so we have sea marrow, which we could use to break stuff open. If one of these contains resources that we could use to move forward, we could do that as well. There's a new people event over here that we didn't do. There's this that we didn't do. Yeah, if we could find an event that would yield a point of reputation, that would also get us there. And with all that reputation cash in all in a row like that, all of a sudden impatience is like completely not a threat. I think we're just opening another dangerous glade. That seems to be like the fastest way, probably. So this woodcutter's camp, let's just move you over here. Pop this open. Show me something. And the travel rations are probably what's going to actually do it. Building that stone road as much as they can. We are a little low on food. Oh, you know what? I guess actually, welcoming new people in, well, we're too low on food even to do that. Here we go. Here's a winner. Well, that's only half a point. Shoot. I don't know that paying 6 packs of provisions is actually not ideal. Can we welcome these guys in with eggs? No. It's awkward. Because if we could get the basket of eggs from looting the caravan. And then, you know, obviously, the provisions that those guys bring in would allow us to complete the quest over here. Although we're not quite at the point where the provisions will actually push us over. They'll get us to 13.68. Yeah. We do not get any God, there's so much coal. So much coal, so much clay. No stone. This would give us fabric and porridge, which is pretty whatever. All of a sudden, it's so hard to find a single point of reputation. Well, all right, I guess we will do this. This will push us over over the 13 mark, and then we will continue to get, you know, travel rations going where we can. Let's do a farm. There's so many people who are so eager for something to do. I guess we don't have all of our housing worked out here since we've gained people a couple of times. So let me fix that problem. That'll help a little bit with our reputations, or with our resolves rather. The harpies are, oh yeah, the harpies are not, they're not all living in fancy housing. So that will probably help quite a bit right there, honestly. And then we need to get to 11 human houses. I'm not going to put any of those down right now. Let's let the other ones. Oh, never mind. Apparently we built a bunch of packs of travel rations. And this is already being worked on. So yeah, when this runs out, we win. I'm not sure where that sudden influx of... I guess they must have just grabbed the food before anybody could eat it to pack up into packs. Well, good for them. They have saved us all. I mean, not saved, obviously. We were in no danger, but good for them. They've made this slightly more expedient for us all. Apparently nobody's even working on this. I don't know. This one, it's kind of funny, like, simultaneously, how much this one sort of got away from me in terms of attention. I'm feeling my ADHD working, like, double overtime here. But also at the same time, how much, like, we were absolutely crushing it on so many fronts that it couldn't possibly have mattered. So that's two more modifiers that we've never seen before that we've won near. So that's a bunch of XP for us too. We got our artifacts, so much food. This was good, even if my brain was maybe not the most focused that it has ever been. And we get a royal resupply. We do not, this time, need to take the obsidian box. So I guess supply package? Right? Because we know that we're going to get enough materials just making the distance out to the silver seal. Yeah, okay. Let us go and cash in our deeds for sweet... Oh, only one of them for sweet XP. The other one gives us a rock to put in our house. Cool. The queen comes to bestow the gift on you, and you're just like, can I possibly have the cash value of this instead? I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. Hold on, I forgot to buy upgrades. So, this thing, time-sensitive orders. Some of these are very fun. They at least will add a little bit more variety, right? And then we have enough artifacts left over to do one more artifact node, which is good news. I think our next push is going to be to climb up to here. This is where our next 108 supply resources, food stockpiles, are earmarked for, just because I think it is so valuable to have access to good housing early. And yeah, we can make it out here as far as the marshlands next to this horrible frost modifier that reduces the radius of hearts by 3 fields. Ooh. That's actually quite significant. We're almost certainly going to have to build a second hearth, like somewhere in the mid-game, just to make sure that we're and we're going to want to make sure to move more of our buildings outward and try to maximize space around the hearth. But we can do it. I'm confident. I'm confident that I can do it. I keep saying we, like y'all are here to help me or anything. All right, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I will continue to take personal credit for all of our successes and lay on that collective blame for all of the failures, all of our failures. And also, it's going to be really cold, so come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.